want to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed to my videos thus far. Recently, I had a lot of people that have been watching. I really appreciate it. It's awesome. It really makes me want to keep making videos. I do a lot of really stupid stuff. I've been playing a little World of Warcraft, Burning Crusade, and I play a lot of Magic the Gathering, and then I got a lot of work that I've been doing. So, not really knowing how to edit the videos makes the editing process a little slow, but I am getting faster at it. I appreciate everybody bearing with the terrible sound. Um, I've been thinking about maybe getting individual microphones for people because sometimes some people are just so quiet and other people are so loud that. And even when I've been balancing my sound levels, I just feel like when I upload it to YouTube, YouTube just balances things out into different proportions than what I had it. So I'm working to figure that out. It's a pain, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be straight up. I'm giving it like C plus effort. Like, it's a side project. I'm not really making much out of it. A lot of this dumb shit. I just collect this stuff. I don't know. It's just stuff I got laying around. So, it's funny. And a lot of the Magic the Gathering cards, I play a lot of Magic. It's what I do. It's what me and my boys do. Um, and I got some goofy stuff. I'm gonna talk some of the cards that I have recently picked up. But I just really needed to say thank you. I think I was closing out on 80 subscribers, and my plan was at 75 subscribers, I was going to be cracking open another box of Lorwyn Eclipsed. And I sadly I pre-cracked it like with that other box. Um, and the hits are that was my best Lorwyn box yet. And I'm gonna post that one up soon. But I'm sitting there guessing prices, and I bet you they've tanked even more. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how far off that is. After that first box, when I was putting those prices up, I was like, man, I have no idea what's going on. It really shows you how they trick the Magic the Gathering community with those upfront prices. Because a week or two after, those prices have dropped like 60, 90%, and the value of the box, they're just tanking. So. What I did with Lorwyn was I waited till the Strixhaven was hitting, and that's when I bought a bunch of Lorwyn because I was really psyched for Lorwyn, but I wasn't gonna touch it until another set really came out. But I did pre-order the collector booster box. I am so ready to open this box and get that serialized card. And I think I was at 79 subscribers. So I am just around the corner from opening the Lorwyn Eclipse collector booster box. And I still have another booster box of Lorwyn. So my plan was when I get 100 subs, I'm going to open both of these. And I'll put it in one video. Nobody really watched the Lorwyn Eclipse booster box opening. Maybe because of the absolutely terrible the absolutely terrible audio. I sort of think it's funny sometimes. I'm sorry. I got a really bad sense of humor. And I'm messing around with stuff. Honestly, I don't care how much views any of this stuff gets. So. There's going to be some stinkers. And I'll tell you what, if you look at some of the original stuff that I put out there, oh boy. When you compare it, though, when you compare like the first stuff I was putting out to now, man, I look like I'm putting an A plus effort. But I recently just got back some grades, and I want to announce that I finally have a 7 Thrasios and a 6 Francisco. And I've been working on that deck a little bit more, but that is a really big thing. If you could drop a comment like, hey, congratulations on your 6/7s, I would really appreciate it. I know it's a little childish, but I had a goal and I got there. So fight me about it, right? Since I'm getting so close to 100 subs, I really need to continue to have a goal. It's WoW player for the majority of my life. Having a quest is incredibly important. Free Leovold, please. This is a campaign that I think I'm not saying I speak for Sultai. I only Sultai though. I don't mess with red. I can't read it. Okay, I can't see red. I don't like the white cards. Okay, they're bad. Why would you silence me? How are you so mean? It's just, don't path to exile my big creature. It only costs you 1 mana. I put everything into that. But beyond the point, Leovold, my guy, needs to be free one day. It so could happen, right? You want to unban more cards. You don't like Rhystic Study, but you're worried the ripples of removing it. Leovold, okay? There's not a lot of Sultai in the tournament games. You're not seeing a lot of it. There's a couple Glarbies. I'm not a fan, okay? He's okay. Doomsday's not great. Sorry, buddy. Get out of here. You slimy, wet dude. Whatever. Leovold. He's dressed up to jam. Like, I'm begging. I don't know who I'm begging right now. Okay, right? Why is Leovold banned? Let's talk about it real quick. Why is Leovold banned? Somebody's going to hit. They're going to cast Leovold for 3 mana with, what? 3 different colors, and then they're going to cast a wheel all in the same turn? No. Come on, guys. They're going to drop Leovold. Leovold's going to hit, and then they're going to pass. Leovold says, hey, don't touch my stuff. You touch my stuff, you give me a card, okay? So you're going to blow up the Leovold. All you do is give him a card. That's not game-breaking. Ward 47? Like the cards that have ward that shouldn't have ward? Like unblockable stuff? The cards coming out nowadays are so insane, okay? Me drawing a card when you blow up my stuff, when everybody blows up my stuff anyways? Come on. That's not bad. Almost all of the good commanders out there, right? You have the mega value commanders who have the strategy where they're really low to the ground. They're going to allow you to get the quick Fierce Guardianships, tap your Springleaf Drum, or they're going to draw you cards, or they're going to be an infinite mana sink, or they're going to double your mana. And if it's not any of that, like real tight-knit stuff, then it's going to be A, B, or ABC combos with your commander. Leovold and a wheel effect is not that bad compared to, I don't know, let's say Tivit and Time Seeth, right? Anybody? But what I'm trying to say is opening up these kind of stop draw effects could be something that might be helpful with combating the excessive draws. I'm not saying Leovold himself, right? I can't say just Leovold is really going to do anything for the health of the format, but I can tell you it's not going to negatively impact it. No, you're not going to have people rushing out to play a Leovold deck so they can just wheel on you. And with the bracket system, Leovold already it's already solved the issue with Leovold and wheels. That's obviously bracket 4 bullshit. So if you're gonna be playing Leovold and wielding, you're gonna be dealing with people who are presenting a win on turn 2 before you even get Leovold out, and then you're just sitting there with a loss in your hand, and this fool's got your packs. So I got a lot to say about Leovold, but I don't know how crazy I'm coming off right now. And in editing, I don't know if I'm going to be able to use any of this. So I'm just going to say I appreciate you. Hey, you right there, if you subscribe to my video and you think Leovold should be unbanned, we are putrid pals, you and me. Putrid pals to the very end. Recently, I got a card. It's called Heartwood Storyteller. It says, whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, each of that player's opponents may draw a card. Now, this is a 3-drop creature. It's a 2/3 tree folk. And I've been considering it for Lumra. I don't know if I'm considering it for other kinds of decks. And it might be like a draw maker, forcing a draw in a really critical meta. My biggest worry playing Lumra in pods are the people that are popping off on turn 2 before I really get set up. Like I'm not going on turn 2. I'm not really comfortable on turn 3. I'm set up on turn 3, but I'm ready to go on turn 4 for sure with Lumra. If you can do something that really makes them hesitate a little bit on if they want to go for it, if they don't know if they can make it and they don't want to give everybody in the pod 10 cards, right? That's 30 cards behind. It's actually a really big penalty. And I can do a lot of Lumra combos without triggering this guy. I just worry, man, he just seems dangerous, right? Right? How dangerous could that be? Heartwood Storyteller. Well, I got a couple cards here. I just want to talk about that are personal favorites of mine, commander cards that I play in a lot of different decks, a lot of different Sultai decks. Honestly, maybe I'd even throw them in my Leovold deck when I made it. And they have a lot of different kinds of uses. The first one I want to talk about is Post-Mortem Lunge. I know you guys can't see it, but I really love the art on this card. I'm going to put it up, obviously, but it's a sorcery for X in a Phyrexian black. Return target creature card with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Exile it at the beginning of the next end step. I use this a lot with Hermit Druid. I am a big Hermit Druid user. It has a lot of other uses, right? That's 2 mana. Get your Thassa's Oracle from the graveyard to the battlefield. This card has a lot of flexibility. It's not as great as Reanimate, obviously, but beautiful card. You have to appreciate the art on this one. I love looking at it. I love playing it. It feels a little extra badass when you run it in your deck, especially getting a Thassa's off of this bad boy. But obviously, it's most likely going to be used for Thassa's. The thing is it gives haste. This effect, creature come out with haste, you need it. There's a lot of decks, maybe something that has a Bloom Tender, dependent win. Let's say Sissy, Captain Sissy, right? Ooh, Secret Tech. Okay, let's say Post-Mortem Lunge, Secret Tech for Captain Sissy. I don't do 5 color. I do Saltai, so Postmortem Lunge, this is in the Saltai toolbox, but I'm going to say, hey, sissy players, this is a gift for you from Saltai, right? Try it out. Divining Witch, this is the next one I'd like to talk about. So it is for colorless and a black. Divining Witch is a 1/1 spell shaper. And for 2 and a tap, you can discard a card from your hand and you name a card. Remove the top 6 cards of your library from the game. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal that named card. Then put that card into your hand. Remove all other cards revealed this way from the game. Does that sound like anything you know? It sounds a little bit like a consult to me. Consult on a stick. This thing's a lot harder to stop than a consult. It's a little bit more telegraphed. But if you're playing something like a Postmortem Lunge in a Hermit Druid deck, there's no reason why you're not going to be messing around with the Divining Witch, right? Saltai. And we're talking about him a little bit. Hermit Druid. I have a PSA Hermit Druid that I really should have brought out for this. But this classic art is really important because I love it so much. I have the Judge promo one. It looks so good, that Judge promo foil Hermit Druid. Oh, woo. That's a good card right there. That's a spicy meatball. I am just such a big fan of Hermit Druid. And I've been testing it out in Lumra. Honestly, I haven't been winning a lot of my Lumra games. I've been getting stacks out pretty hard. So I have been looking at other decks, mostly Franthress. Like, Franthress is my go-to. I might do a deck tech on Franthress. It's my personal deck. A lot of my other lists that I play, like for Gitrog, I play really close to the Gitrog collab. I've used that for years, and they've been this. It's been really close to the same deck for like ever. For Lumra, there's a lot of lists going around, and my Lumra deck is like sort of a mix of all the Lumra decks that I've seen in tournaments. So it's like an amalgamation of what other people are using. Lumra was a little bit too complex for me to put together on my own. I looked at what was going on out there. I said, hey, this looks really fun. It's very difficult. Lumra piloting is very tricky. Gitrog piloting is very I think piloting the Gitrog's easy. Starting hands with Lumra are a little bit more difficult to navigate sometimes. I definitely have to say. The next card I want to talk about, Plunge into Darkness. Plunge into Darkness. I love the art on this card. I really want to put up a large image to just sort of appreciate what's going on here. Choose one, sacrifice any number of creatures, then you gain 3 life for each sacrificed creature or pay X life. Then look at the top X cards of your library, put one of those cards into your hand and remove the rest from the game, and it has Entwine. You can choose both if you pay an extra black, and the cost is a generic and a skull, swamp, and it's an instant speed spell. I'd say I play that in a deck where I'm playing the Protean Hulk. It's really useful in a lot of scenarios. I'd say when you have AB combos like Thassa's Oracle or just your commander and one other card wins you the game, Plunge into Darkness will get you there most of the time. If you really go into it, you could get there, especially if you can tutor up to the top. Then you can just sort of draw it. I guess that's not as cool, but it's getting you there. It's a very versatile card, and I feel like it should see a little bit more play in like the Rogsai kind of like we're going all out or nothing kind of go fast decks. But maybe it's just not good enough. Can't get you all the way there. But if I feel like if you're in a scenario where you like to tutor your library, but you also need a sacrifice outlet and you want an instant speed sacrifice outlet, Plunge into Darkness is something you might want to consider. And Glen Elendra, oh my gosh, I love Glen Elendra. Um, this card can stop so many people from winning. They'll have a counter spell in hand, but they can't stop Glenn from stopping them. Um, I love that sometimes. The reason that I've got such a close connection to it is Muldrotha, obviously. This card in Muldrotha is insane, especially when you start counter manipulation or anything like that. Um, but Glen Elendra Archmage, really, if you are playing a blue deck and you need a 4-drop, maybe for Pods effects, or just you need something in that range, or maybe you're playing in a bracket 3 and you don't want to get board wiped all the time, Glen Elendra Archmage, please consider her. And I have a card here I recently picked up. I don't know. Am I gonna get banned from YouTube for showing this Magic card? Is it cool? To risk everything I've ever worked for on YouTube just to show off a Magic card I recently picked up, and I haven't actually looked at it. I got it in the mail, and let me actually check it right now. Let's see. Yeah, so I recently got this in the mail. I got it off of eBay. It was really cheap. And whenever they pop up really cheap, it's hard to resist. Any card from Legends. Any card from Legends that's cheap. I am a big collector of. If you have Legends cards, if for some reason you want to give them to me, like, oh my gosh, like, I know that's not a thing, but yeah, that looks pretty real to me. Sorry, I really like to get a close look. So right now I'm doing the green dot test. Um, I smelled the card. I looked at the card. I gave it a little nibble. Um, like it's really hard. It's really hard to fake that like old card smell. Um, and then you can look at the printing and the layering. And the rosacea on the text. Looking really closely at how that text looks. These edges, the gloss, how that gloss looks. Like everything looks really good. I don't know how much of that I'll leave in, but yeah, this looks like a real card. I just got it in the mail from eBay. So I always like to sort of visually authenticate it. But with the wear that I have on the card, it definitely looks real. But this is in Invoco Prejudoso. It was a banned card. The dude's got hoods on him, so we're just gonna go with Invoco Prejudoso because overall, I don't even want to say like what the card is called on YouTube. I don't know if they care. I don't know if anybody cares. I just feel like the card was sort of banned for like really. I understand, but like the reason was a little interesting. Please put your comments about Invoco Prejudoso and tell me what you think. Should the card stay banned? Should it be banned? I personally don't think the card's really good enough for play, but a card from Legends that hits a ban list because of the art and the artist, I feel like monetary value maybe in the future. Cool looking card. It's I like Legends. I like that art style from Legends. I really like older cards. I don't really like Italian cards normally, but I have a very large collection of Italian Legends cards, not just Invoco Prejudosos, just general Legends cards that are in Italian because they're a lot cheaper in Italian, and I get pretty decent eBay bids on them from time to time, and then. The last thing looks like the last thing I got here. I have been working on. Well, I have 2 Tasigur decks, and I was just working on 1 Tasigur deck today, and I've recently been looking at Tasigur because he's got a lot of recent tech. If you think about what's going on with Hazel, so I've been trying to sort of put something together, and I don't know. I haven't looked at any lists. This is just what I brewed up, and I've got a couple of goofy cards that I'm playing. That I'm going to say, hey, look at this. What do you think about this? And I'm going to show you my win lines pretty simply and what I have going on in the deck. So it's going to be running an intuition line. It's going to be a Pods deck, and it's going to have Hazel and Thassa's Oracle, okay? So, Intuition pile, we're going to have Hazel, Dread Return, Devoted Druid. And we're going to run Birthing Pods. And we're going to run Hullbreaker Horror and a lot of rocks, excessive rocks, and Kenny, big old Kenny. So Hazel and Devoted Druid makes Infinite Green. Infinite Green you're going to be able to dump into Tasigur. Tasigur is going to give you your whole library into your graveyard, into your hand from your opponents. I'm going to be putting in maybe some anti-force draw protection. There's what is it? Turn the grave. I'll put it up here. There's a card that is a little bit helpful that you can cast from your graveyard. And then it's just going to go into a Thassa's or maybe like a reanimate a Thassa's or something that allows you to play from your graveyard to reanimate a Thassa's. And I'm playing an excessive amount of rocks so that the Hullbreaker Horror line is very accessible with Unstoppable Plan and a Seedborn Muse. I'm running Word of Command. I want your opinions on Word of Command. Drop it down in the comments below about Word of Command, what you think. It's got a lot of possibility. If you think about a format that has people just, willy-nilly holding a consult in their hand, are they willing to pop their consult on me casting a word of command targeting them? Do they know that when word of command resolves that I'm going to consult and I'm going to name something goofy for them and they're going to just lose the game? I don't know. How much forethought do they have? Are they watching my videos? Do they like word of command? I guess we'll find out, right? But yeah, I guess that's like the main parts of the deck. Running cards like Transmute Artifact, Nature's Rhythm, Gifts Ungiven. And that's really about it. It runs a lot of interaction. The game plan is as much free interaction and then trying to get down mana rocks for counter spells early game. Using the counter spells that you have in your graveyard or cards that you burned up to delve out your commander, pods him into a Hullbreaker Horror, and then using your rocks go infinite, and then dump that infinite colored mana into your commander to win the game with the Thassa's Oracle, or the game plan of running a Devoted Druid line into a Hazel and making that infinite mana dump into the commander and get the Thassa's Oracle out. The deck is running an excessive amount of rocks and an excessive amount of counterspells. You're going to ask me for the deck list, and I'm going to give you the deck list, but I am not going to be giving you the deck list until you ask me for the deck list. And I just want to remind everybody, I really appreciate all the subscribers, everybody that's been watching. I know I said it earlier, but it's really cool that anybody's interested in watching what I'm doing. And I really want a serialized card for my Lorwyn Eclipse collector booster box. I've been talking about it for so long. It's going to be such a big disappointment when I don't even get that. But that's going to be okay because I made a bunch of friends in the meanwhile. And together, we're going to work really hard and we're going to get Leovold unbanned. Because, please, just unban Leovold, right? Like, what has he done? What's Leovold even done, right? Come on, guys. He's a chill guy. Okay, please. Please.
Oh, yeah, you want to pay the one on that one? Probably not, right? Little low on mana there, pal?
You might need to reevaluate your books, because you will not be finding your pittance here.